Welcome into South Florida Daily. I'm Megan Hayes. We have a great show for you today. We are halfway through the week. It is hump day, so if you are looking forward to the weekend, stick around because hopefully we have some stories for you today that will inspire you to make some great weekend plans. We hit the water and go to one of the most popular spots in Palm Beach County, Peanut Island. And you don't even need a boat to get there. We'll tell you how you can check it out. A luxury camping experience at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. If you're looking for a glamping weekend, we've got you covered. But first, a trip back in time. It's time for America's first resort destination.
You're watching America's First Resort Destination, and this is the Preservation Foundation of Palm Beach. Joining me now is Amanda Schuyler from the Preservation Foundation of Palm Beach. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, this is a beautiful building and facility. Tell us about this place.
So the Preservation Foundation was founded in 1980, and there were a group of citizens that were concerned about some of the development that was happening here and the loss of a lot of the historic estates that were built here in the 1920s. At the time, in the late 70s, these estates were being demolished. The land was being subdivided. Many of them were constructed on lake-to-ocean tracks, and there was a lot of opportunity to redevelop that land. And some of the estates, for instance, like Cielito Lindo, which is today located on Kings Road, was actually cut into individual homes. And if you drive down that street today, you're driving through where the living room originally was located. There is an incredible history here because of the people that have come here over time and used it as a resort destination. These are, leaders of industry from all over the country that have come to this one small, tiny island since really the 1890s when Henry Flagler first built his hotels here. So education is one of the most important things that we do here as an organization is to really inspire people to learn about and save the places that make Palm Beach special. We have educational programming, we have lectures, we have exhibitions like the one behind me that you can see here on Marion Sims Wyeth, who is an architect whose architectural collection we hold in our archives. And our archives are a wonderful resource for the community to learn about individual buildings and the architects that really created the built environment that we know today. We also have the Little Red Schoolhouse, which is the oldest one-room schoolhouse in Southeast Florida. It was built in 1886, and we have 4,000 students from all over Palm Beach, Martin, and Broward counties that come and visit the schoolhouse and recreate a mini school day in the 1890s. Oh. They dress up in period garb, they pack a pioneer-era lunch, and it's really just an amazing experience for them to imagine a time before there was electricity, especially when you think about the technology that we have in the classroom today. Seagull Cottage was built in 1886 in the Queen Anne shingle style, which is a very Victorian, ornate style of architecture. Many of the first inhabitants of the island were from the north, and so they brought with them architectural styles that were familiar to them. And so the Queen Anne shingle style, this Victorian style, is something that was very common. The Royal Poinciana Hotel was built in the Georgian style. So very formal architectural styles that we don't really associate with Palm Beach today because we primarily think of the Mediterranean Revival style, which was introduced by Addison Meisner. And many people think that, Henry Flagler was the first person to envision this area as a resort destination, but there were actually people coming here and building vacation homes before Henry Flagler even arrived. In addition to being one of the last vestiges of the pioneer era, Seagull Cottage was one of the first projects of the Preservation Foundation, its preservation. The building, after it became the home of Henry Flagler, he purchased it from R.R. McCormick and lived there while he was building Whitehall, which was completed in 1902. Was moved over to the ocean from the lake and was placed alongside the Breakers Hotel, what we know as the Breakers Hotel today, and it was available for rental for families who maybe needed more space or a little bit more privacy and didn't want to be in the hotel. And over the years, it had fallen into disrepair and was actually going to be demolished. And the Preservation Foundation negotiated for it to be saved, actually cut the building in half and drove it across the Breakers Golf Course back to the location where it is today, right across the lake trail from the Flagler Museum. Our formal mission statement is to preserve the architectural and cultural heritage and unique scenic quality of the town of Palm Beach. And you know, Palm Beach is the beautiful place that it is because of the natural environment. And that's really the reason why people originally came here. And this is a very fragile barrier island. And originally, when it was first inhabited, it was populated with plants native to Florida. And that is a big part of what we provide education on today as an organization. Just outside these doors from where we're sitting right now is Pan's Garden, which is another project of the Preservation Foundation that we completed in 1994. And it's actually Florida's first all-native botanical garden. It's a 1/4 acre garden that is broken up into 2 distinct areas that represent the ecosystems of Florida. We have the upland area and the wetlands area. If you visit Pan's Garden, you'll find that it's a living library of diverse and beautiful plant species that really reflect the original landscape that the first settlers to Palm Beach encountered.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
It's time to let the dogs out, and we're headed to Peanut Island for some snorkeling and swimming. On today's Seaside Adventure, I'm hopping aboard a water taxi, and you can bet there's plenty of room for your best friends. Why aren't we all doing this?
That's what the dogs tell us.
That's right. Now, how did we come up with this idea? Because obviously it seems like a no-brainer.
Well, Peanut Island's always been dog-friendly.
Right.
So we've encouraged it. We have a tendency to love dogs and tolerate people.
I get that.
He's like, scoot over, that's my seat.
Any dog lover is going to take advantage of this, I would imagine.
Correct.
Right?
And we do take a lot of dogs over there. So to the point where we have to make sure we got the right dogs in the right place on the right boat.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Most people come like a couple times a week. Some people just come on vacation when they go camping on the island, and then they'll bring their dogs with them because it's a pet-friendly place.
No, we do get a lot of repeat business. People that have dogs, you know, we recognize them from their dogs rather than who they are.
Sure.
And they come over every week, and they're coming over just because the dogs love it. They get very excited. You can see them getting excited before they get on the boat.
I would imagine, too, they make friends, too, right? Like,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
right?
Yeah.
Regulars, the dogs know each other.
Yep.
That's so fun.
The dogs have to be on a leash.
Gotcha, the
on
whole
the park.
time.
They can walk around anywhere they like, but on low tides, we do have the sandbar, and that's where dogs can go out there and the beach comes available.
Very
and
cool.
there's a lot of activities out there for dogs when they do that. Why not go walk your dog on Peanut Island?
Sure.
So it becomes a good activities for your dogs and families to go over there.
Well, I would do this all day. And they must love it. They must enjoy it. They get to go in the water when they get there?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I love going in the water.
I mean, I'm a little envious, a little jealous, Is this a real job?
This is an amazing job.
Right?
I get to bring my dog to work with me every day.
And everybody that comes on has got to be happy because most of the time they're either on vacation or they're taking a break.
You're going to the beach.
They're going to the beach.
And if they don't bring their dog, they've got other dogs to see, so it's a great atmosphere.
The South Florida Daily Set is sponsored by Eldorado Furniture. Art is abundant here in the Palm Beaches, whether you're going to a gallery, attending a festival, or just checking out a local museum, it's all around us. Let's go on an art adventure to Delray Beach. South Florida Daily is on the move with Palmtran.
We're here across from Old School Square at the 100-year-old Terramore House in the historic district of artsy Delray Beach, Florida. Let's go in. We're expected.
Hello, anybody home?
Hello, Shelley.
Hi, Chef Dan.
Can I offer you one of our house mojitos?
Why, of course you can.
Go like it. Cheers.
I'm not really sure what the whole Dada experience is, but adventurers, we're about to find out. So, Chef Dan, how does the Dada art movement relate to the Dada restaurant experience?
Well, the Dada art movement was an avant-garde movement from 100 years ago. I find it difficult to make that translate with food specifically because I don't want to scare anybody, but to have food that's still accessible to people, but to have a little twist or a little change to get a wow or some excitement.
So when did you start cooking? How long have you been in the kitchen?
Oh, I've been cooking professionally since I was 16, 17.
Wow.
Yeah, working in a sandwich shop and had a passion for it.
So where do you get your inspiration on a daily basis to keep that surprise going with each dish?
It really will come out of nowhere. I can't force inspiration, but I always got to write down an idea.
You see that light bulb.
Exactly. And to talk about it too. I talk to my friends, talk to my chef friends, my sous chefs, my cooks, everybody who's around. Let's talk about the food. Here, try this. How does it make you feel? What are you thinking with it? You make it. How does that make me feel? What is it missing? Is it have too much of something?
Oh, speaking of the food,
We have our mez board here. A little veggie snack, bit of everything. Some bulgari tabbouleh and grape leaves with hummus and muhammara. Some dips and a cucumber salad with red wine vinaigrette and pita. And crispy cauliflower, another vegetarian dish. Cauliflower, we dredge it with cornstarch and rice flour, deep fried with a yuzu chili glaze.
so it's a little crispy.
Yeah, a little crispy, still veggie, healthy, but still deep fried. There's still some flavor going on here.
So tell me about the small plates. There are a lot of different tastes here.
Yeah, always recommended going out to eat, especially here. It's fun to share.
That adds to the experience.
Yeah, we get to enjoy each other's company. Here, try this. Here, try that. I like this one with this sauce, and we get to have some fun with the food.
And mix it up. It doesn't have to be the way you thought it was going to be. That kind of goes with the whole Dada movement.
Have some fun with it. It's like a conversation. It's gonna go. It's gonna evolve as it goes, just like your meal should. It's all should be.
Let's dig in. It's like a little nutty.
Oh yeah, there's nuts. There's definitely nuts. Yes.
More food.
Yes, some bacon wrapped dates.
Now this is one of your signature dishes.
Yeah, this has been on the menu for a very long time. This is like a Spanish-influenced goat cheese and chorizo stuffed date, wrapped in bacon with manchego cheese salsa with Marcona almonds.
I wish you guys could smell this because
Yes.
that's incredible.
Yes, bacon and cheese always. Who doesn't like a hot date?
Everybody likes a hot date.
We have a starving artist sandwich, we call it. It's a cheaper option for a filler up for a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup because it's
You're speaking my language right
It's,
now. You said grilled cheese, I'm in.
It's home style. It's home style.
This is one of those things that you were saying. It's simple, it's approachable, but there's still that surprise.
I very much enjoyed your company.
To the art of food.
Thanks for joining us here on South Florida Daily. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far, but stick around because we have plenty more stories for you coming up after the break. Hey, do you follow us on social? You should. We're on Instagram and Facebook at South FL Daily. We post giveaways, behind the scenes content, and so much more. We'll be right back. Welcome back into South Florida Daily. There is just something that is so fun about having a dog here in South Florida. You can go to a dog-friendly beach, take them to a brewery or a dog park. I could go on and on. I love having my furry friend with me. Meet your new potential best friend in today's Tales of Love. Here's Kate Monahan.
This week on Tales of Love, meet Sweetheart, a 1-year-old female Dachshund hound up for adoption at Amber's Animal Outreach. Sweetheart and her 4 puppies were saved from the kill shelter in Alabama. Since then, her 4 babies have been adopted, but Sweetheart is still looking for her forever home. She's great with dogs and people, crate trained, and walks well on a leash. Do you have room for Sweetheart in your home? Contact Amber's Animal Outreach, 561-449-5491. and visit their website, aadog.org, to fill out an application.
Timberline Glamping is the newest glamping spot that has opened up at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. We have 6 sites located in the Pine Grove Campground. We offer the camping experience with all of the luxuries of home. So we offer 6 different safari tents. 3 of them have 1 king bed and 2 sets of bunk beds. We've got a couple that have 2 queens, and we have one with a queen and a bunk bed. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. It's really just about creating an experience. So there's really a unique experience to be had for all. So we offer everything from a romantic getaway for couples. Some of our most popular experiences are for families who have never been camping before and want to bring their kids to either unplug or just connect with nature and just even try out camping for the first time. I think that is one of the great things about Jonathan Dickinson State Park. The park itself is over 10,500 acres. There's tons of diverse ecosystems within the park, and then just a short drive down the road, you can get to some of the greatest beaches that the area has to offer. We've got Hope Sound Nature Center, we've got Cape Coral, we've got Blowing Rocks, we've got all these amazing, incredible beaches just right across the street from us, basically.
Yeah, the Nature Center, it's not even 1 mile outside of the park, and it's right on the Indian River, and it's like you're in Costa Rica. It's white sand beach. It's absolutely amazing. So I'd say about 25%, maybe more of our guests have never been camping before, which in a lot of cases means the kids have never been out at a fire pit, they've never roasted s'mores on their own. So, it makes it easy to get in, right? When you're trying to prepare for a big camping trip, it can take days to get all of the gear out, check all of your lists, make sure you have everything you need. And then when you get home, you've got 2 days of drying everything out, pitching your tent again, and making sure everything's ready to store, which is a big barrier. I think a lot of people are intimidated by that. We've heard from people even that are intimidated even going to a state park because they just don't know what to do when they get here. They don't even know what to expect when they get to the front gate. So I think, it's difficult sometimes to imagine that when you're living in this glamping world, but we make it really easy for people who have absolutely no experience to come and enjoy it.
So we offer lots of different add-ons because some people literally they don't want to bring anything. So we try to provide as much convenience as possible. Some of our most popular items are definitely the cornhole boards because those are fun to play outside. We offer a gourmet s'mores kits with really amazing marshmallows. We also offer little glamper boxes for the kids, which have, a scavenger hunt, little fun treats for the kids. They're always excited when they pull up and get to open up their own box and get excited about that. And yeah, I think those are the big ones.
We'll deliver firewood to the campsite, so you don't have to worry about getting firewood before you get here. We also sell fire starters to make it easy, so if you haven't built a fire before, it literally has pictures right on it, tells you exactly what to do.
So I hear from our customers all the time. It's been the most fulfilling part of this job for me. And the number one thing that I hear is just how much fun family time they had, how amazing it was to disconnect from all the stresses of the world, their jobs, and just bring their families or their friends or whoever here, completely relax for the weekend, have everything taken care of, and just enjoy the breathtaking, like, amazing surroundings that are around us. We've just been overwhelmed with the community outreach and community support that we've had. I would say, especially in our first couple months being opening, most of our reservations have been locals from, you know, Hobestown, Stewart, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, all these places right around the corner, and they're just so excited to come explore a park that they've lived by for years and maybe haven't really had the chance to explore before. So we're really grateful for all of their support.
The Palm Beaches is the epicenter for the ultimate equestrian life. Our Winter Equestrian Festival is the world's largest and longest running equestrian sports event. And that's not all. The National Polo Center in Wellington, one of the world's largest, attracts top athletes and spectators for world-class polo, festive field-side brunches, and non-stop fun in the sun.
This is my first time at a polo match, and it really is just a very different environment, and it's really fun.
Equestrian life in the Palm Beaches will focus on every aspect of the incredible equestrian lifestyle right here in Palm Beach County, from competitions, events, and training to trail riding and equine therapy. When it's winter everywhere else, it's equestrian season right here in the Palm Beaches. So get ready for some horseplay, Palm Beaches style.
Thanks for joining us here for another great episode of South Florida Daily. Hey, do you want to see your business featured on our show? Send us an email, info@southfldaily.com, or shoot us a DM on Instagram @SouthFLDaily. We will see you back here tomorrow on Fox 29 at noon. Have a great day.